Earlier this week, USA Today ran a story complaining about the crowdfunding website GiveSendGo, which is a Christian conservative alternative to GoFundMe, which doesn't allow for crowdfunding for various conservative causes or individuals, especially if they've been arrested for something. Only Black Lives Matter people are allowed to raise money for their bail and their defense on the website. So GiveSendGo allows normal people to fundraise for things like being at the mostly peaceful protest at the Capitol on January 6th. This is the same website that Kyle Rittenhouse's family was finally able to use to raise his bail money and defense fund after he was banned from GoFundMe. And then Discover Card and PayPal then cut ties with GiveSendGo. I don't think it was just the Kyle Rittenhouse campaign. I think they banned all campaigns from using PayPal or Discover Card to receive the donations. So a lot of Christians, a lot of churches use this website. People use it for medical expenses. And so because they helped support Kyle Rittenhouse, who is in America supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, then they cut that off. So USA Today is furious that Trump supporters are using the same techniques that Black Lives Matter have been using in crowdfunding their defenses, trying to get them obviously banned from the platforms, banned from the credit card processors, etc. Then Glenn Greenwald, who is a liberal but only has a mild case of the pathogen and actually supports free speech. He's one of the journalists who Edward Snowden originally reached out to. So he denounced the author of this social justice warrior activist piece for obviously engaging in cancel culture, taking things to a whole new level because depriving somebody of the ability to actually have a proper legal defense is a whole other level of Marxism. And so it turns out that the author was an intern, and then all the blue checks on Twitter came to her defense and denounced Glenn Greenwald for bullying a poor intern. She even got a shout out from Ronan Farrow, and of course Glenn Greenwald was called a racist. And then his name started trending on Twitter from so many people denouncing him for denouncing this little Marxist who just got hired by the New York Times. I would have pegged her more as a Huffington Post type of a person, but apparently the liberal establishment really wants to reward activist journalists who try to get MAGA supporters thrown in jail instead of just thrown off social media. And speaking of going to jail, a popular Twitter user from the 2016 election cycle who went by the name of Ricky Vaughn, which is the character that Charlie Sheen played in the film Major League, he was banned from Twitter eventually, and kind of everybody forgot about him. I don't think he joined other social media accounts. He just kind of got off social media and went on with his life. Until back in, I think it was January, he was arrested for election interference. For election interference in the 2016 election. And you'll never guess what he did. And this is not an April Fool's joke, by the way. Like, he really was indicted for this. For posting a meme, making fun of liberals being stupid, saying that they could skip the lines at the polls and instead just text their vote in. Again, this wasn't even for the 2020 election. This was from the 2016 election over 4 years ago. And what is one of the first things that the Biden Justice Department did once seizing power? They indicted him for making a meme. The same joke that this Democrat posted also 4 years ago, making fun of Trump supporters, saying the exact same thing, a meme that is still on Twitter that doesn't violate Twitter's election integrity policy, let alone the law, because, well, it's a joke.
Hey everybody, this is Christina Wong, and I'm coming out. I'm a Trump supporter. And I just want to remind all my fellow Chinese Americans for Trump, people of color for Trump, to vote. Vote for Trump on Wednesday, November 9th. Really important day. We're going to show this country who's boss. And that's our man, Donald Trump. So don't forget to vote Donald Trump on November 9th.
So he too has a crowdfunding page on GiveSendGo because I'm sure that he probably was or would have been banned from GoFundMe. And I don't know anything about this guy. I'm not condoning what he was posting, but it is absolutely ridiculous to get indicted for posting a meme. So I'm going to leave a link to his GiveSendGo page down in the description below if you want to chip into his legal defense fund, because this is absolutely ridiculous. And even though the deep state wasn't able to impeach President Trump or get him hauled out of the White House in handcuffs like everybody on CNN and MSNBC dreamt of for 4 years, they were able to sabotage much of his presidency, as you know. And now that he's not the president, they're still trying to go after him criminally and civilly, and he is going to probably be entangled in a legal mess for literally the rest of his life. They're going after Roger Stone again because he was seen standing near a Proud Boy the morning of January 6th and So they must have been conspiring together. And the FBI reportedly is investigating Alex Jones for supposedly having a role in it, even though he was literally seen on video telling the crowd before all hell broke loose not to engage with the police, to literally just be peaceful and don't fall for their trap.
We need to not have the confrontation with the police. They're going to make that the story. I'm going to march to the other side. We'll be on the stage where we can speak and occupy peacefully. Tell everybody behind you, march to the other side.
And now it's come out that Parler actually did report numerous users to the FBI before January 6th because they were posting crazy stuff that not only violated the terms of service, but was obviously clearly illegal, so they did the prudent thing and reported it. And I give it a less than 1% chance that Parler will ever be allowed back into the app stores, despite their new moderation policies. It doesn't matter how strict they are, it doesn't matter if they become just as strict as Facebook. The name Parler, that app, has been permanently, tarnished with the mostly peaceful protest at the Capitol. And even though they're back online for now, their problems are probably still just beginning, as Andrew Torbo, the founder and CEO of Gab, can attest to, who has revealed that over the last few months, they've been banned, I think it's up to by 4 different banks now, who literally just won't do business with them. So imagine you just can't even own a business, even though you haven't committed any crimes. And of course, there have been, I think, 0 members of the GOP, 0 members of Congress who have actually spoken up about this and denounced that literally American companies who support free speech, who don't violate any laws, are being banned from banks. And the ADL is demanding that the Justice Department investigate Andrew Turba for what, you ask? For running a social media company that allows free speech. They literally want him in prison. So if you use Gab, which you should also support them, because nobody is going to take as principled of a stand for free speech as Andrew Torba. All of these other social media platforms, at some point, they're going to start bending. Some of them already have. Certain people are going to get taken down. They're going to start making concessions, hoping to stay in the App Store, hoping to keep their bank accounts. And so Andrew Torba is on a mission from God to protect free speech on the internet in America and around the world. And if you want to support me, if you enjoy watching my videos, I know you're going to love my books. So get them in paperback from Amazon.com by clicking the links in the description below. Or, of course, get yourself some t-shirts. And I kind of tend to plug the same ones over and over again, but there's over a dozen different designs at markdice.com. So get a whole bunch of cool stuff over there. Support my work, support my channel. So head over to markdice.com or click the links in the description below and check them out.